Hello, my friends. I'm here. I am here to say hello and to get some work done, hopefully. We're on time today. I did it. I was here before 10:45. Oh my goodness. Don't have to mute me today. Heck yeah. Two away still. Taryn, we'll see if we can get you those last two followers. Incidentally, if anyone is listening right now who has not already followed Taryn, please head over to Taryn. I suddenly can't say names. Tyrannosaurus's stream. And hit that follow button so that we can get a fellow member of the community onto affiliate. Have you been looking at your other metrics? Do you know, have you hit your, what's wrong with me today? I'm like that meme where it's like, have you ever had a dream where you, have you hit your other metrics? Have you got your average viewer of 3? I think it's like 3 across a couple streams or something like that. And then it's like you have to do 7 streams, I think. Let us know what other metrics you have to do. Listen, it's Thursday. I've had a half a sip of coffee. I don't even know why I'm trying to talk. I don't even know why I'm trying to talk, but I'm here. Yeah, let us know where you're sitting on the metrics. If you, I think there's a thing on your dash where you can check and it will show your path to affiliate. And it should show you, like, what your average viewership numbers are and how many streams you have left to do and all that good stuff. I have been lurking on your streams in the mornings before I start streaming, so hopefully that's helping push up those viewership numbers that you need for the initial affiliate setup. Oh my goodness, it's Thursday. I have a dentist appointment on Sunday. Blur, hello. When I woke this morning, I thought it was Friday. Oh no! I bet that was a nasty revelation when you were like, oh, it's Thursday. On one screen it says I'm 4 followers away, but on another it's 2, so who knows. It might not, the one on the dashboard might not update as quickly. I have 5 of 7 streams per month, and the other 2 metrics are done. You have a dentist that's open on Sundays. Yes, our dentist is open on weekends. That's one of the reasons why there are dentists, because I literally could never get there during the week. And so I have a dentist appointment this Sunday. I desperately need to get in there and get it done because I have some cavities that need filled. And we've been trying to do this since December, and I keep getting sick. So the office called me this morning, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. What's happening? Are they going to try to move my appointment? Because I was like, I need to get this done, but they just wanted my insurance. There's actually, this office has 2 dentist offices now. Two offices in town now. I'm a writer, you guys. I do good English language. So I usually go to the other office, but I moved to the downtown office for this appointment because they had more availability in December, and now just kind of drifting through trying to get down there. So they needed my insurance. But I told the lady, I was like, I don't want to move this appointment again. I want to get it done. I'm not looking forward to it. Writer, not talker. Fair point. Also, I just saw that Pi redeemed a wanted first. So Pi, if you're lurking, if you can hear me, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good day. Thank you. Thank you for the redeem to let me know you're here. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to going to the dentist. I don't really want to do it, but I do want to get it over with because it's something that's needed done for a while. So I'm just kind of like, go in, do the 2 minutes that I wish, the 2 hours of drilling and poking and filling. They actually don't think it will take that long. I think they put it in the schedule for 2 hours, but I think they said that it would only take like an hour and a half, probably, to do it. So I just want to go in there, get it all over with, and then just leave with my sore jaw and my numb gums and just move on with my life. Hey, Rai Rai. It is I, Foodle from Wish. You did such a good job of Foodle, Rai Rai. I think it would be super awesome if next session you got to do V and Kali did Foodle. That would be amazing. That would be... I'm looking forward to it, frankly. That would be amazing. Especially because Kali has said in the past that V uses, like, such vocabulary that Foodle doesn't know. Like, half of what he's saying means. Winds of Chaos was good. I missed it because we had TV time instead of game time. No worries. There was a murder mystery. Kali was, I believe, not feeling well and or had lost his voice. So Rai Rai kindly stepped in. Rai Rai, Double Ryan Jones, our good friend, stepped in and played the role of Foodle, and he did a great job. He did a really great job of mimicking Foodle's mannerisms. He nailed the voice, just absolutely. So they had rolled, the week before last, they had rolled, while they were developing their city, they had rolled low on a critical roll, and so a member of their community was murdered, essentially. So they were investigating the murder. It was an inspired, so it was a man with a Korai spirit. And they gathered some clues. Rai Rai is hopefully going to be back next week, though, because it has been discussed. Foodle has a special knife named V, a sentient knife. And he sometimes shares consciousness of his body with V. So I believe the tentative plan was for V to have been in control during the first half of the investigation, and then when Kali is back, Rai Rai will continue to play V, and Kali will play Foodle, and they will participate together in the investigation, which I, for one, am looking forward to. I have my theories about the murder mystery. I won't share. I have my theory that I think of what is going on. And we will have a second half of the investigation. So, yeah, it'll hopefully be super fun. Ghost and I are supposed to have D&D with our in-person group tomorrow, and I'm really hoping it happens because, much like my dentist appointment, for a month now we've been trying to get together, and people keep getting sick. Either so a bunch of people are sick, or the GM's out of town, and we're just like... We're at this, like, really intense part because we're playing Tomb of Annihilation, and we're just at this really intense part of the game where we need the whole party to actually be there, or we're gonna get the floor wiped with us. And the last time we tried to have a session, both of our tanks and our healer were sick, and we were like, we can't do this without tanks and a healer. So this Friday, hopefully, that's gonna happen. So yeah, and today we're going to be outlining. So I'm not going to be following the timer as much today. Also, Rai Rai, how you doing? I hope you're having a fine day. Yes, today I won't be following the timer as much myself because I'm going to be doing outlining, and as we've established before, I just kind of work through pretty consistently when I'm outlining, but I have more opportunities to keep caught up on chat, so it hopefully won't be as big a deal. But I will turn on the timer for you guys so that there is a structure to the stream for those who are here for the productivity structure. And today I'm going to be working on Ghost Path. I actually forgot to update. I don't even know if I have it added into my overlay yet. Lenny and I made each other old last night in D&D, but other than that, I'm good. We realized when I finish the 3 campaign arc I have planned on Wednesday, he'll be over 40 and I'll be almost 40. Dang, I'm gonna be 40 this year, so I'm right there with you. I was lurking on your stream last night, by the way. I don't always say when I'm lurking, because sometimes I'm really deeply involved in something and I don't want to, I always feel like when I say hey, I want to chat with somebody, and so if I feel like I'm too distracted to chat, I don't always say hey. So I don't always announce when I'm lurking, just so y'all know. I'm around a lot, but I don't say. So I was lurking in your stream last night while I was finishing up some work stuff. I've got a paperback book to finish, and I'm at the point where I'm just making chapter labels, so it's really repetitive. But I kind of just put my head down and plow through it. And I got to get all that done by the weekend so that the book can go out on Monday. Yeah, but then if I announce, like I said, if I announce my presence, I always feel like I have to like converse a little bit. So sometimes I don't, and it's not just your stream. Like I've lurked in Taryn's stream every day this week, and I haven't said hi once, which I feel bad about. But then she comes over here, and I'm able to say, "Hey, I was lurking in your stream, Peter." Hello. I have a number of channels that I frequently just hang out in but never say hi. It's not a slight against you guys. It's just because usually I'm working. If I don't say hey, it's because I'm working. But I do try to say hey when I can. Like I said, last night I was trying to just plow through chapter labels. Because I only have one program on my computer that can read the font that I need to do my chapter labels, so I have to do them all in Photoshop. I have to do them all in Photoshop. So I just kind of get into a rhythm, and I don't wanna take my hands off the keyboard. Also, again, a reminder for anyone in here who's not following Taryn. She is, we believe, 2 followers away from hitting that affiliate. So if you head over, I'll actually do a small shout out here. If you head over and hit the follow button, we're trying to get her up to affiliate so that she can get her channel points, redeems, and emotes and stuff set up. So head over there and do that. I will be doing reminders throughout the stream. Yeah, so I don't even think I've added Ghost Path into my list yet. Of projects. I guess I should do that. Although I might not today because Ghost Path is actually the series title. And I'll have to change it later. Although I guess I could change it later. Do you think it takes less internet to stream on YouTube, Blur? Because don't you stream on YouTube? Can we have a counter on screen for every time Megan says pepper instead of path? It hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet, Peter. Ironically, Ghost Path is a project that has been in my brain for longer than Ghost Pepper has had that name. So, let me just fiddle with my overlay a tiny, tiny bit here. Refresh the chat there. It doesn't look the best, but at least you can see what I'm working on today. So Ghost Path is a project that I've had in my head for quite some time now. Just something that has been kicking around in my brain probably since high school. It is one of my older project ideas for sure. And the idea is, this is from before all of my novels formed a conglomerate multiverse, which says a lot about how my brain works because it fits in perfectly. But as I've mentioned before, what about Ghost's peppers? You mean like the ones that he grew in the garden? I'm very excited for the new project. This is new and exciting, and I support the ghosts and their paths. Hell yeah. Peter, how you doing, by the way? I do stream on YouTube. I stream on my phone, though. If I could figure out a way to stream on my phone, then maybe. Oh. I don't know much about... Ghost Pepper set up all of my stuff. So I don't know much about which devices you can stream from, but I hope you're able to if you want to, Blur. I've considered dual streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore. I think you can't be doing both at the same time, unfortunately. Oh, Ghost Pepper does actually grow ghost peppers in the summer. Just, that's why I got confused, because I thought maybe you were actually asking what we did with the ghost peppers. Because we do have some in the freezer. Because Peter said he supports the paths, but I'm curious about the peppers. I see, I got ya. I was awake for an hour today and then did a big snoozes. Well, I hope you feel better after your big snoozle, Peter. So the idea behind Ghost Path is essentially all of my novels take place in this giant multiverse. And I think I've mentioned this before, but essentially, there's something of a cosmic glitch, and certain people sort of get caught in this, little celestial whirlwind, and the universe keeps spitting them out. So that's why there's so many incarnations of Damarin, is that due to an event, which I can't talk about because it's a spoiler, he and several other people surrounding him have sort of been caught in this cosmic glitch. And instead of reincarnating as new people like they're supposed to, they keep reincarnating as the same people. It's like the universe is glitching, and instead of creating a new pattern, it just keeps spitting out the old pattern. Basically, everything within the multiverse is connected, but is supposed to be separate. But because wizards exist and scientists in various different dimensional worlds, and they keep poking and prodding at the fabric of the universe, they've found ways to punch through things that are supposed to be kept entirely separate, and this causes problems within the multiverse because it isn't designed to work that way. And so in order to deal with some of the problems that arise from people being people, the universe has essentially created what you can think of as a garbage chute, and a Narnia-like place where things that are lost and forgotten, or that gum up the functionality of the universe, are sent in order to be contained. It's sort of like the recycle bin on your computer. I don't need this anymore, but there's no way to actually get rid of it, so I've put it into this place to contain it so that it can't be a problem anymore. It wasn't ever really meant to have people in it, but people have gotten down there for various reasons. Either because the universe has dragged them there kicking and screaming, because they've fallen through the cracks somehow, and then eventually, because people did end up down there and they couldn't get out, because that's the idea, is that once you're down there, you can't really get out of there. Some people are born there, and so there's actually a civilization that has taken up residence there. But it's not a world in the traditional sense of what we think of as a world. All of my other stories take place on planets, on actual planets, and have an actual cosmology and an actual, like, they follow the laws of physics. This world is sort of a liminal space, for lack of a better word. It's a cosmic crossroads. It doesn't follow the laws of physics. It doesn't have a sphere on which it is contained. It doesn't have specific borders. It almost impossible to map because it doesn't. It's like liquid. It's like the lava lamp liquid moving through the tube. It doesn't appear to follow the regular rules of the world. It has rules that it follows, but it doesn't follow the regular rules of the universe. And that is where the story takes place. That is where the Ghost Path is located. And the Ghost Path is actually a set of train tracks over which a ghostly train flows. And it is believed that following the Ghost Path is the only way to escape this cosmic junkyard. Nobody knows for sure because nobody's actually done it, but it is believed that following the Ghost Path is the way to find the exit. And of course, the Ghost Path is occupied by a ghostly train that actually passes through the characters as they occupy its path when it goes by. So that's the world we're working with today. That's kind of the sort of basis for what I'm working on. And I have to get out my day planner because I do have some notes. Mystery Mochi, hello. That sounds so flippin' cool. Thank you. I feel a bit better. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm hoping I can form all of the nebulous thoughts in my brain into a plot. I'm hoping that will happen, but we'll see how it goes. I have a theory. Do you remember during your guest appearance on the book club and I completely as a joke made a reference to some manner of crossover and you just immediately froze like, shut up? Like, I just picked up the idea straight out of your brain. Is this that? Not exactly. Not exactly, because I don't remember exactly the moment that you said that. I think I was thinking of something else at the time, but I was thinking of something. You did gracefully clip my psyche, Peter, for sure. I won't deny there was a gentle plucking of ideas from my head. But I don't know if it was this or if it was something else. Because there is a specific character in Dreamers Do Lie that I know things about that other people don't know. Peter, you're very good at having that insight. Have you read is that Sholomance? I have not. The liminal space you're describing reminds me of some of the stuff in there. I have not. Obviously, the idea that was in my head when I was in high school is quite different from the idea that I'm about to write down. But it has been kicking around in my brain for a while. So this is one of my sets of notes. I have to go through this whole day planner because I feel like I have I have several sets of notes. Since March. Here's my second set of ideas for Ghost Path. My plan for this... My plan for this story is kind of... I have a couple of orphan ideas that haven't really ever grown enough to be their own thing. So I'm trying to see how many of my orphan ideas I can sort of make use of in this, because it makes a certain amount of sense, right? It's like the gathering of all the small ideas. It's a trilogy by Naomi Nokov. It's so good. Very recommend. I'll have to check it out. I do that all the time, like when someone's trying to be delicate and tiptoe around something. I'm a mouthy dick who'll be like, did you mean this, that, this? And they'll be like, you bastard, how did you know? Listen, I just can't go blurting spoilers on stream. May I inquire, this story has been in you for many years. How come you're getting to it now? Because it's never really fully coalesced into a cogent idea. I used a lot of big words there. And earlier I couldn't even say Tyrannosaurus's name. The coffee's definitely kicking in. It's sort of been a half-formed thing, just sort of on the periphery of my thoughts. And it's only now that I'm sort of congealing it into something that makes sense. A lot of my stories have been in my head for a long time, and I'm just sort of now getting to the point where I feel like I can handle them. Did I thank you for the 3-stream streak, Mochi? I can't remember. If I didn't, thank you. If I did, thank you again. Okay, so I have 3. I'm gonna need pens here to mark my pages. Oops. Let me pull my fingers out. Oh, that's okay. I mean, as evidenced by, I have a bunch of little things that I've written down in a bunch of different places, because it's such a disparate and scattered idea. Even today, I'm not even sure today I'm gonna be able to make this into a coherent plot, even though that's my goal for the day. So I'm a little bit nervous that I'm just gonna end up with a bunch of with a bunch of random notes, but we'll see how it goes. So those are my notes from 2024. Now I have to go back and check and make sure if I had any notes that I wrote down in 2023. Because there is a small possibility that I may have written some things down. I may have written some things down in 2023. So we have... This was 2024's day planner. This was 2023's day planner. This is 2025's day planner. Those are Aruvalia Chronicles notes. Those are Aruvalia Chronicles notes. See, usually I end up with something like this, where I have a full page of notes for like an actual plot for a book, and that didn't happen for Ghost Path. So I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried that I've never actually gotten that far with the idea that it's a little undercooked. Because there, look, is another full page of notes for Frozen Within a Scream. So I actually have 3 pages of notes for that, like, solid full pages of outline notes, and I have nothing for this in comparison. I have very, very little to work with in comparison today, so... Oh, here's my timeline of all my projects that I'm going to publish for the next 30 years. Alright, there's nothing... Oh, this was the year we saw Pompeii. Saw Pompeii, got home, started a new puzzle. December 2023. Color-coded that schedule, that was a good idea. Please keep all these notes separate. We will require these for the Megan Cutler Memorial Museum and Barbecue Joint. You're gonna have a whole library of day planners, Peter. Alright, there's nothing in 2023. So I didn't do any planning for this in 2023. I only started planning for it in 2024. I mean, it was kicking around in my head before that, but you know... Alright. Let's see here. I do need... There's one deep dive I have to do. And see... Because I'm using a character for this that appears on my blog one time, but I don't remember if I gave him a name. And I don't remember... Was it part of the 22 stories in 2022? Did I use him for that? Evidently not. What did I call that? What do you mean you're so jealous of my awesome? What are you jealous of? That I have like 60-day planners? You too can have 60-day planners. I get them from Amazon. I have a stockpile. I think I have 2 more. I have one for next year and I have one for the year after that. So I have up until 2027. The notes, the ideas, the timeline, the organization. Listen, I seem a lot more organized than I actually am, okay? I need 60-day planners to keep myself organized. Right now, I'm looking for a story that I wrote that I can't think of the name of. So I'm scrolling through my Facebook author page because I think I posted it recently. I just need to know if I gave this character a name. Because I don't... You guys are over here like, oh, Megan, she's so organized. She has all this detailed information. She knows all this stuff. I can't remember if I gave this character a name. I must have called him something. This is too slow. Alright. Too slow. Here it is. Oh, well, that was way faster. I did give him a name! He has a name! Alright, so our main character in this book has a name. Cool, great. And it's not a name that I've used as for a main character before. Heck yeah. Okay. I think I wrote one other story about this guy. I did. His name is Endrin. This is like when I first started writing the Aruvalia Chronicles, I had to find, I had to find the big bad's name. Because I knew I had given him a name and I couldn't find where I had written it down, so I tore apart my physical notebook notes before I finally remembered what his name was supposed to be. I have a bunch of day planners, but I don't have all my ideas in them, nor do I have a plan when I will eventually have those. So these day planners very specifically have a section. So at the end of each month, just so you guys know what I'm using, at the end of each month, it has a spot where you write down, this one's just an extra one, so you write down like how you feel things went for the month, and then it has a spot for notes, and this is where I put my initial novel notes. think these are the only 2 scenes that I've written about this guy. Why is your father's arm on the kitchen table? Ah, I remember that prompt. Why would someone eat their father's arm? Um, in this instance, you need to understand that in one of the universes that he exists in, Dameron has a bionic arm that's detachable. So the arm is Dameron's, and it's detached from the rest of his body. And no, they're not eating it. I use the legendary planner. Hang on. It shows it in the front. Legend planner. This is the brand. And it has this, all of them have this cool design on the front here. It says Legend Planner. And then the basic layout is that so it has a month part. So they're undated, so you can date them yourself. So it has a month part, and then it has a place down here where you can put in your goals for the month. And then it has the weekly, so you can put in your schedule for the week. And then it has a part where it's like this week's wins, what I'll do better next week. It has like a little journaling area. This is like a to-do list. There's a little habit tracker up in the corner. And then at the end of the month, it has a place where you can fill out how you feel you did that month, what your goals are for the next month, and then it just has a section for notes. My dad was cremated, so sadly the most we can do with him is use him as a powder on top of our cornflakes. He'd have laughed at that joke. Cheers, Peter. So yeah, that's the one that I use is Legend. Okay. And I know I haven't written anything about this guy recently, so I should be caught up. Excellente. All right, I am going to go ahead and start the timer for you guys. I'm not going to be paying super much attention, but what I might do is pop AFK first, just to use the restroom and reheat my coffee, because I'm ready to start digging into my notes. I have gathered them all together. I have found everything that I have sort of jotted down about this place. I think my favorite thing that I've come up with so far is that there are two ways to end up in this cosmic dumpster of the universe. One is to be searching for something impossible, and one is to be running away from the inevitable. And our two main characters, there's a male and female main character, not really a romance, meant to be a romance-oriented plot, but there's a male and a female main character. One of them is running away, and one of them is looking for something impossible. So that's going to be totally interesting. When my husband and I were still dating in high school, we used to call each other and watch the new episodes together every week. Oh, which show? South Park. Nice. We used to always keep up with that show too, but it's been a few years. We're quite far behind. I haven't seen the last few seasons because time and energy, but I really love it, and I fear a world where one day it will go away. If you're searching for the impossible, I've been trying to find a girlfriend for many years. Peter, you'll find somebody. All right, I'm gonna be right back, and then we will start the timer. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to the timer, like I said, but I will get it started for you guys. And I'm ready to go. I got all my stuff, so we'll see how this goes. Let me go ahead and get the timer started for y'all. Alright. I'm at that moment where I have so many things floating around in my head that it's completely overwhelming. So I have to push it all to the back of the shelf so that I can start somewhere. Thank you, Blur. What you working on today, Blur? Are you still working on some opal stuff? This is why I laugh when you guys are like, oh, you're so organized and with it. I've got so many things in my head right now. Wow, those notes are completely unhelpful. So much of this story is just nebulous. I like that I've specified an idea and then said I don't like that idea. So why did I write it down if I didn't like it? Hi, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Cheers, my friend. And a stretchy stretch. Ooh. Done something to my back because every time I stretch I feel a muscle pull there. Hi, how's it going, my friend? Okay, so let's first of all I need my OneNote. Alright, I need to create a new notebook. New notebook. I need to create a folder. It's been a long time since I created a new folder. in my stories area. I need to pick an icon for it. Reasons it takes me forever to do anything. Do I have any, like, ghostly train icons? I have a complicated relationship with my past and future selves. I also argue with my past and future selves about what I should and shouldn't do in stories, so I get it. I often cross out a note and say, do this instead, and then I still disagree. Crab bread. I have an icon called crab bread. I have a Django icon, okay. I have ghost icons. A lemon squeezer icon. A pizza icon. I do have a train icon. We need Bard Owl to draw a ghost train, but the train has Ghost's face. First of all, I'm terrified of Thomas the Tank Engine ever since I read The Dark Tower. But second of all, you could commission her to do that, and she probably would do it. She is looking for cursed art commissions. We have icons for all the traditional tokens from Monopoly. Good to know. We gotta go with the train one. Okay. Gotta go with the train. And then I have to add this to my writing area. All right, step 1 done. Now we can create a notebook. Okay, and now I need to find, I've written down titles for this somewhere. So the first book is called The Railroad of Lost Souls. Second book is called The Door of Failed Wishes. And the third book Grotto of Unspoken Prophecy. I have a bee in my bonnet. I've been updating my physical media collection recently. I haven't kept on top of it. I had the Star Trek movies from Generations up to Nemesis on 2-disc special editions, but just regular editions of the first 6, so I reinvested in the special editions. Only movies 2 to 6 match that cover art style. Star Trek the Motion Picture has a completely different style, and I'm so furious. Oh no! I have just a giant box set of the original movies, everything up to the J.J. Abrams ones. But I think it's the same. I think the first movie is in like a gold leaf. Yeah, I think I have a different set, but it's the same for me. The Star Trek the Motion Picture, the original one, is like in a gold sleeve, and the rest of them are slightly different. Look, they spent a lot of money on that movie, so I guess, you know. Just making a list of all the things that I need to flesh out. And as I work on the outline, I can put more detailed information in there. And now I need my post-its. Getting the impression that this might actually take 2 days, but we'll see. See how far I get today. I can use tomorrow if I need to. I feel like I had a bunch of stuff I planned to write down and never wrote down, so that's great. Whoops. We now own a Canadian whiskey with a brass moose topper. Dang, Rai, what's it called? I'm one of those weird completionists that even if I hate a movie, I'll have to get it as part of the series. Nope, I disavowed the second J.J. Abrams movie. It doesn't exist for me. Caribou Crossing. Interesting. That one I've heard of. I'll have to ask Ghost if he's heard of it when he gets home. Need to look up Victorian era is too late. What's the era before that? Maybe Elizabethan. Might be too early. Okay. Cheers! Oh, I forgot to put it on a rotating cycle, so it didn't do the break. Darn it! And I wasn't paying attention. Be sure to hit that save button, everybody. He has heard of it and tried it before. Oh, nice! We talked about it during one of the streams last weekend, and you were able to find it. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Listen, I've got so many things in my brain right now, and I'm sitting here looking up timelines in England so I know what I want this setting to be. some basic notes for... I've got some basic notes for places. Now I've got to do basic notes for people, and then I can actually start digging into the plot. Oh, Taryn, you totally should have rated. It doesn't matter what your view count is. It matters the love that you're sharing. I'm gonna do another shout out, even though Taryn didn't raid. Please pop over and give Taryn a follow if you're not following already. She is 2 followers away from hitting that affiliate goal. We're trying to get her up to the 50 so that she can unlock affiliate status. So please pop over. Taryn is always hanging out here, supporting us in the community. I know I didn't need to. I wanted to. I really, really want to get you to that 50 today. So please. Hell yeah, Rai. Thank you. We got you. This community supports each other. It is what we do. Hell yes. So cheers. I think that just means that you have to do the number of streams, wasn't it? That you just need to do the number of streams and then you'll unlock it. What's your last metric? Your dashboard might take a hot minute to reflect it. But let us know if you got any other metrics you gotta hit. I am going to need to name people soon. Just kind of jotting down some quick notes here on what I got for people. Alright, got my Endrin notes. Alright. Now I need a name for this here lady, and then I will take a quick break. And restart the timer for you guys. A, like, modern world name generator. Just modern names. I don't know how modern a name Athena is. Thank you. Journey McCullough. That does not sound... does not sound like a name that I want to give my character. Need to head out to go get my kiddo. Thank you all for your love and support. Taryn, we appreciate you. Just need to do 2 more streams. Maybe do a celebratory gaming stream. Reach my follower goal and almost finish my villain POV chapter I was drafting. Hells yes. Congrats. Have a good rest of your day. Unfortunately, this is giving me, like, the same 6 names. I like to find names that sound like they could be fantasy names, but also sound like they could be normal names. I kind of like Scarlet. A Story of Sorts is rating? Hell yeah! Welcome in! Welcome, Raiders! How are you? Please pop over to A Story of Sorts and give them a follow. How was your stream? I am currently trying to pick a name, which is hit or miss for me sometimes. I do like Scarlet. I might go with Scarlet. Because it could be a fantasy name, but it could also be... It gave me Megan Butler as one of the names. I'm not even lying, it gave me Megan Butler as one of the names. Alright, let's go with Scarlet. And I like for this name... Azaria. It was great. Cozy and chill. Heck yeah. Yeah, Scarlet sounds like a name that could be from like a fantasy story or from the modern world, which since I kind of got a little bit of a mashup going on, it feels like that's a good one. I'm doing pretty good. I am frantically cobbling together the notes that I have on this new project that I'm wanting to start. And I was hoping to get the basic plot blocked out for today, but so far I'm still in. I've jotted down all the notes that I have on the places, and now I'm jotting down a few quick notes on the couple of characters that I've already put together, and then I'm gonna start trying to figure out like where my various plot points are. I did hope to get this done in one day, but I can expand it into another day if I need to. But it's interesting to see both how many notes I've been keeping in my head for this series and how little I've written down. I always struggle with names as well. So it is definitely a thing. I need to find some other names as well, but I think what I'm gonna do, because I do need to use the restroom, is I'm going to pop AFK, and then come back and choose the last couple names, because I have a couple other characters. I try to always have a group of side characters that have their own stuff going on to make my stories seem more realistic and more populated, aside from just the two main characters doing their thing in the vast universe. So I'll grab some names for those guys and just jot some stuff down, and we will see. I can make a great looking character, but when it comes to their name, I know, right? All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Don't forget to get up, move around, grab something to drink if you need to. If you need to take your meds, take your meds. Make sure you did that. It's important. I'm going to use the restroom, and I will be right back, and I will run the timer for you guys again. I have returned. Let me get that timer going again. Something that's more medieval style names. Think, because there was another pair of characters that I wanted to use. I think I have notes for them already. Yes. I do. Thank goodness. 2 less names that I need to come up with. Okay. Whoops. No. What did I just do? Shit. Okay. Hit a button. Luckily, closing and reopening fixed it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you, Blur. That is because I minimized for a second and I forgot to unminimize. So glad I learned how to do simple color grading. Like, what do you mean, Rai Rai? Tell us more. DaVinci Resolve has Fairlight, which is like what they use to color grade real movies, and there are simple things you can do with it as a YouTuber to make videos pop. Ah, I see. So this is like a video editing thing. Just got chocolate thrown at you. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Normally, I would say throwing things at other people, not great, but chocolate is yummy. Not that I can eat much of it anymore. My parents went to the store and asked if I wanted anything, and I said chocolate. They just got back. My mom opened my door and threw the chocolate at me. It didn't hit me, it just scared me half to death. Nice! What kind of chocolate did you get, Blur? Okay, I think I've gotten most of the things. So now I'm at the point where I'm ready to start putting down plot details. So I have endings for the first 2 books. I have a start for the second book. I don't have... And I have a start for the first book. I don't have a lot. Okay. Okay, now I'm finally at the point where I'm, I think, ready to start putting in scenes, specific scenes. Hershey Kisses? Heck yeah! I can't have those anymore. sadly, I've gone through all my notes. All of my notes are now written down, so the rest I have to pluck from my brain spaces. I have reached the point where I am now relying on whatever I thought about in my brain in order to make this happen. So I never decided if I wanted where I wanted the story to start. That's a big part of the question. But I did decide that I wanted the chapter titles in the first book to be based on tarot cards, which means I should definitely start with Endrin, because he's definitely the representation of the Fool. Definitely fits him. Let me just get my... Not necessarily going to follow all of them in order, but it will be a helpful reference. Okay. To make myself a template. First. Ooh, that's true. We technically only need one tab for this, because it's technically only one book. I'm so used to having... I'm so used to having like 6 million books. I need to grab those names again. Hey, Bird of the Inferno, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a bit. How are you? Doing alright? How's things for you? Doing pretty good. Trying to squeeze some information out of my brain today. I'm outlining a new trilogy. I think I've got the basis for everything. Like I've got all of my current like setting and character idea notes jotted down, and now I just have to actually start deciding the order that things happen in, which is, the difficult part. Forgot that I need to leave a space here. What are you doing to me? Please, please stop. OneNote just does not want to cooperate right now. Okay. Alright, I've got... Alright, I've got my places notes so far. Basically what I've done, because I use OneNote, is I've created a section for places and jotted down so far the various places, which I guess I also need to... I basically am keeping a list of the places that I need to flesh out, the people that I need to flesh out, and then I have my actual outline. So now I'm at the point where I have to start actually deciding actual scenes that take place in this novel. So I know that I want to start with Endrin. And go from there. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take one more quick break because it is 1 o'clock. We're gonna run one more sprint, and I will pop up the final sprint indicator, and I'm hopefully gonna take that sprint to start typing out what actually happens in this book, and I'll go from there. I feel like I have a kind of solid idea of what I want, like, the first fourth of the first book to be. I'm looking to outline a trilogy here, so I have maybe a quarter of the first book and then an ending point for the first book. So I'm gonna have to figure out how my characters get from point A to point B. Which is probably going to mean inventing a whole bunch of new places and a whole bunch of things. I don't even really know what my side characters' motivations are yet and how they ended up mixed up in this whole thing. But yeah, we'll find out. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. I do have, I think, a rough idea of what I want the second book to be, and a rough idea of the ending, the final ending for the trilogy. But I still have a lot of blanks. I have a lot of blanks to fill in, and I'm not feeling really confident right now, so this is going to be an interesting exercise for sure. But let's do a break. And we'll do one more sprint, and we'll see what I can get out of my head for the last 30 minutes of stream. So I'll be right back. It never fails. I walk away from my computer and I start thinking of tons of ideas. All right, so we've got a hydrate from Blur. Heck yeah, we've got a save alert from Blur as well. Everybody, save your work. Don't let your work go into the ether if something should happen. Hit that save button. Mash that save button. Luckily for me, OneNote saves auto-magically, so every time I type something, it be saved. Heck yeah. Alright, so I did think of like a couple of sections for the first book. So now I'm kind of close to the midpoint, I think. I think the first half of the book is going to be figuring out WTF is happening. And then the second half of the book is getting out of it. Just came back from refilling your water? Heck yeah! Let's get that final sprint tag up. So this will be our final 30 minutes of focus, and after this we will raid, because I will have to go get some lunch. Oh, Bo has the same box set I have! Bo has the same Star Trek box set as me. Heck yeah. I'm sure Peter has gone to bed, and so doesn't hear me talking about it. But the exact box set that I was talking about earlier, when Peter was here, is the one that I have. You can see that all of them are in silver except for the Star Trek The Motion Picture, which is in gold. And it goes up to Nemesis. So it's all the original movies, and then all of the next gen movies as well. So this is the exact same box set that I have. And it's the director's edition of Star Trek The Motion Picture, which is only like, I think 10 or 15 minutes longer, but it actually has a much more coherent plot than the non-director's cut. I'm actually one of the few people, I really like the plot of Star Trek The Motion Picture, even though it's generally not considered to be one of the good ones. It's a bit of a slog to get through, because there's a lot of slow panning special effects scenes, because they spent a lot of money on the special effects, but it's actually a really interesting story. Wrath of Khan, one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Not as huge a fan of Star Trek 4 as a lot of other people, but it is a fun one. Really, really like The Undiscovered Country, Star Trek 6. Generations, I think, is also decent. First Contact, just a classic. The last two, Insurrection and Nemesis, you can skip them. They're basically just long episodes of the show. But if you do want to see a joystick rise out of the floor of the bridge of the Enterprise, then you can see that in Insurrection, just if you want to. If that's the thing that you're interested in. My thoughts. But yeah, that's so funny that Bo has the same box set that I do. So funny. Alright. Let us release the timer. Oh yeah, let's move to the bay window. For the last sprint, and let's do meditating. Does the bat do meditation? Oh, so cute. It's so cute to see like what different ones have different animations. Did they put in an animation for this one? Oh no, he just does his regular thing. That's pretty much his regular. I do like the ghost meditation pose. It's very cute. I just realized that it's I on the little post-it note. That's so cute. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's do that last 30 minutes, and then we will head out for the day. Oh boy. Welcome back, Blur. Sorry I sneezed at ya. Alright, I have book one blocked out insofar as what my major action beats need to involve. I just need to get some specific events going on in here. Thank you for the blessing, Blur. All right. Now I've actually written a something for my blog that might end up being the opening of this novel. Oh, this would be an epic first line of a novel. The voices whispered in his head every day from dawn until dusk. I'm sold. I'm sold. The voices whispered in his head every day from dawn until dusk. Then they screamed. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm sold. Ooh la la. All right. I'm definitely going to use this as the first scene. Two scenes! Heck yeah! Hey, One Vamp, how's it going? It's a brand new project that I am trying to outline today. I've got a bunch of notes that I've jotted down, and now I'm finally digging into like the actual events in the story. Just bought my first apartment the other day. Heck yeah! One vamp, that's awesome. Did you move in already, or are you in the process of getting ready to move? It's always wonderful to have your own space. Spooky but awesome feeling about sums it up. I'm doing well. I'm worried I'm not gonna get as deep into this outline today as I kind of hoped, but I'm feeling excited about this project. I'm really excited to see where it takes me. Ooh, that is eye-searing. Infinite Dog is raiding. Heck yeah, welcome in. Dad is here. Hello, Dad. How's it going? What were you up to today? And how was your stream? We were working on an outline. I'm working on setting up for a brand new project that I'm hoping to write later this year. And I am just basically, I've gotten down all of my notes about how essentially I want the how I want certain books to end and what certain characters are and just some background information. And now I'm trying to sort through the various actual events that will hopefully take place in the book. Staying at rental with my partner at the moment. Planned move mid-May, so some time to go, but signed a contract yesterday. Well, hell yeah! That's a good amount of time to get things in order and do a purge of things you don't want to move with you and all that. I hope it goes smoothly. Played Pal World with Andrew. It was fun. And I got a sandwich for late lunch. Heck yeah! I'm going to be getting myself a sandwich and some potato salad here in a few minutes when we finish with the sprint. The sprinty spront. I hope you had fun with Pal World. Potato salad is my favorite. No sushi today, Kiki, unfortunately. We did have some sushi for Valentine's Day. We ordered in that night and had some sushi rolls, but I have not had sushi since then, unfortunately. How about you, Kiki? How are you doing? And do you have some sushi today? I also love that that's always what you ask when you come in. You gotta plan your raids of my fridge. There's nothing in there right now. Just some chili for dinner tonight. Welcome back, Blur. You finished a chapter yesterday. Heck yeah, Kiki. Gonna have to teach the word liminal because it doesn't like it, and I'm gonna be using it a lot in this project. It keeps wanting it to be luminal, and that is not the same word. Alright, I've got my opening sequence down. Got my first 5 scenes, my first 3 chapters, which are kind of the introduction. It's another portal fantasy. I write a lot of portal fantasies with people falling into different worlds. Caedmon is here! Heck yeah, my friend. We will be wrapping up soon, but welcome in! Asla the Gaming Queen, hello! How's it going, my friends? We got 2 hydrates from Pi to do. A 1. And a 2. Heck yeah! What were you up to today, Caedmon? Pi, I'm looking forward to checking that out. Heck yeah. We'll write more tomorrow, European morning, about 8 to 9 hours. Heck yeah. Cool frame. Thank you, Asla. Have I sculpted the figure? You mean in the center? This is a game, the thing that you're seeing in here. This is Lo-Fi Sessions Spirit City, so I can't claim any of this as mine. Oh, unless you mean the stuff up here behind me. These were all made by other people. The dragon was made by Vinyl Stencil, and the squid was made by someone that I found on Google back when Google had its version of Facebook. It does look like I'm wearing the same shirt, which was entirely unintentional. This is the FCG cardigan from Critical Role. Uh, and I'm also ironically wearing my Caduceus T shirt today as well. Um, I picked this shirt in the game because it reminds me of our friend Comf, who is another productivity streamer. Also, Asla, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. But it's funny. It does kind of look like I'm wearing the same shirt. Okay, I can close this now because I got that. See you sleep time, Asla. It was nice meeting you. I hope to see you again soon. I haven't been streaming for 6 hours. Not me. Unless you are talking to someone else. I started at 10:30 a.m. PST and it's almost 2 o'clock. So it's only been about 3 hours and change. Have paid to get my iPad out of the shop so I can read my books and take notes. Heck yeah! I'm glad you got your iPad back. Alright. And I think I'm just going to make myself one more note here. Okay. So I think I've got a solid, not quite half yet, I don't think. But I've definitely got a solid, I think, third of the book down here. So that's good. Hopefully, as I go through subsequent installments, because I'm trying to outline a trilogy, so hopefully subsequent installments will fill in a little bit quicker now that I'm starting to get the details and starting to lay the groundwork for things that will come later. But we shall see. My record is 14 hours streaming. Holy wow, Caedmon. I did 12 hours once and I was so exhausted. We got a save alert from Pi. Make sure you mash that save button, whatever you're working on at the moment, so that you don't lose your progress. We're going to see who is online so we can do a raid, because I got to go get some food. So let's see. Let's see who is doing stuff. And who do we think is going to continue to do stuff for a while? Neil Bailey! I was just looking at potentially raiding you. Welcome in! Neil, how's it going? I guess I should refresh my page then. Let's see. Neil, if you're still around, let us know how your stream was. I think we are going to head over and say hey to the Simple Sprinkle. Not a specific writing streamer, but a co-working streamer. I've hung out and chilled out in her streams before. It looks like she's got 2 more focuses to go after this one, and quite a lot of time left on this one. So, a nice chill place where you can hang out, get some work done. This is a streamer that I found through Comf, the productivity streamer I mentioned earlier. So, heck yeah, I think we're going to pop over there. She's also got some Lo-Fi sessions going on. This is it for me this week. I don't stream on Fridays. I will be back next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as usual. We're going to be continuing edits on the Aruvalia Chronicles, and I might have some other writing going on in the background. Won't be starting Ghost Path for a while yet, but we'll hopefully have figured out what's going on with that by then. I will also be over on It's Woof's channel on Saturday night at around 7:30, 8 o'clock PST for our usual Cozy Chaos, where I will be working on the T-Rex in space cross-stitch and playing some more Vampire Therapist, which I am greatly looking forward to digging into. Happened to me a few times, raid a streamer and then the streamer is about to raid themselves and the other streamer is about to raid another. I've seen streamers race to raid each other so that the other one has to figure out a different raid. It happens. Guess no Pi song on stream. Is it stream safe, Pi? Is it safe to show on stream? I can show it on stream if it's stream safe. Thank you for hanging out, Blur. I appreciate it. It is stream safe. All right, this will be our last thing, and then we will head over. 1 second, I gotta switch to a display capture here. I gotta mute the game. I gotta remember how I do that. There's a way to... This is hilarious. It's a horse on it.
Find your other half. My son.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, Pi, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. What a song. Wowie. That was hilarious. Rakiz! Sorry I didn't say hey there when you came in. Pi sent us this video to watch. I didn't know that centaurs were creatures of the night. The bright mode is hurting my eyes. I'm so sorry. Normally I watch in full screen, but I think it would have cut off. You wouldn't have been able to see the whole video because I'm not, part of my capture is covered. That's why I just kind of left it. Not quite as good as Woodnut. Still pretty good, though. Who came up with this stuff? I know, right? Caternator, hello! Don't know if you've been lurking, but if you have, I hope you've enjoyed. So there we go. That was Half Horse, Half Man. You can find it over on YouTube. We are gonna head over and raid the Simple Sprinkle. So get ready for that. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Please, 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 until I see you again. Don't forget to eat, to sleep, to drink. Stay hydrated, especially. Get up, move around. Shift the position you're sitting in sometimes. If you have meds that you need to take, make sure that you take your meds. Make sure that you check and make sure that you took your meds. Stay hydrated, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You guys could spend your time anywhere, but you choose to spend it here with me, and I appreciate the heck out of that. It was a bit of a whirlwind day for me today. So many thoughts in my brain, but I did get a fair number of them written down, and I'm excited about this book. I do need to update the new release. Thank you, Pi. Thank you for the reminder. I will see you guys next week. Either I will see you on Saturday over at It's Woof's channel, or I will see you next week on Tuesday here at 10:30 PST as usual. Until then, I'm wishing you all the productivity, creativity, and relaxivity that you can have. Take care, my friends. I'll see you again soon.